Early morning. Early morning Nutriverse. Haven't tried. Liquid vitamin has, let me tell you what it has: 72 minerals, 10 vitamins, 22 phytonutrients, 19 amino acids, 13 whole foods, and 12 herbs in the Nutriverse. Okay? So, I woke up early this morning and I said, let me do a video. So, one of my business partners, he did a video on why Americans are broke. He did a video on why Americans are broke. And he broke it all the way down. So, I'm going to piggyback on what he said. So, think about this for a second. Most people, let's just say 80% of Americans, 70% of Americans have a job, right? So the number one expense, think about this. Your number one expense is taxes. Your number one expense is taxes, okay? If you think about, just look at your pay stubs from last year. Just think about your pay stubs from last year. Look at them. See how much tax was taken out versus what you brought home. Okay? What you brought home is what? Your gross, right? Your net is one thing, your gross is another thing, right? So look at your pay stubs from last year. What's on paper is totally different from what you actually bought home to feed your family. So we got to understand taxes. Unfortunately, we didn't learn in school about taxes. We didn't learn in school how to leverage taxes. We didn't learn in school how taxes are incentives. So we didn't learn it. So now what do? We just pay it, right? We just pay taxes. So we got to understand that there is a tax percentage that employees are in, business owners are in, investors are in, and self-employed people are in. So there's 4 tax brackets, right? Employees pay the highest, self-employed people pay the second highest, business owners pay the least, and the investors pay the most least, if that makes sense, right? They pay the least of everyone, okay? Because capital gains and passive income is taxed differently than earned income. It's taxed differently than earned income, okay? So with taxes, now we have to know how to lower our taxes. We have to know how to lower our tax bill. People try to cut expenses. People are trying to budget. But no one ever says, I want to lower my tax bill, right? So if you have a W-4, in my econ, I'm in my econ, and we show you how to change your W-4, but you got to know how to do it. You don't just blindly do it. You got to know how to do it strategically, okay? It's a strategic form. It's a strategic plan. It's a strategic way to do it, okay? Where now you change your W-4 to increase your income and lower your taxes. Now, here's the thing. we are so used to getting a tax refund at the end of the year that people don't even think about changing their W-4. But here's the thing. If the government took 20,000 from you during the whole 12 months, they only giving you about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000 back, maybe. Okay, so what happens to the other 13 grand, right? So the government takes a lot of money. So I'd rather get my money during the year. I'd rather get my money during each pay period, right? Or you know, each month, right? There's people in my econ right now that are getting extra $200 to $1,000 a month. Now, when tax time come, they won't get any return. But so what? I want my money now. Okay, so we got to understand that taxes is our biggest expense. 40% of taxes is taken away from our future, is robbing us of our wealth. Okay, so this is a main reason what's keeping Americans broke. Now, if you're contributing to a 401k or IRA, or you have pensions or whatever, you know, government program, you know, you may have, guess what? They're charging you for your 401k. They're charging you fees for your 401k. And if you take it out before 59 and a half, they're going to charge you tax. And if you don't take out the contributions before 70, in at 70, what is it, 70 and a half or 71, they're going to charge you 50% tax. So taxes is our biggest expense. Right? The taxes are our biggest expense. People think that when they retire, they're going to be in a lower tax bracket. How? How are you going to be in a lower tax bracket when the taxes just keep going up? They keep raising the taxes. And your 401k is earned income, right? So now you're getting taxed on earned income, which is 40%. Who knows in the next 10 years, the next 20 years, or whenever you get ready to retire, or whenever you turn 60, 65, or whenever you're able to retire, that who says taxes won't be 70 and 60%? Because in the 1920s, guess what? Taxes was like 90%. Right now it's 40, okay, for earned income. Okay, back then it was 90% for earned income. Okay, and it just goes up, goes up, goes up. They can go down, they can go up, they can go up, they can go down, they can do what they want. Okay, so we got to lower our tax bill. That's why having a home-based business is so key to taxes. Because now, if you have a car, that's a write-off, right? If you have a cell phone bill, that's a write-off. If you put gas in your car, no, that's a write-off. If you go into events, that's a write-off. If you go in, you know, to hotel and you got to buy books and you got to buy courses and you got to buy mentors, you got to invest in yourself, all that stuff now becomes a write-off, and that lowers your taxable income. So instead of your job income now being $30,000 taxed, you have a home-based business, which is $10,000 in expenses. So that literally lowers your taxable income by $10,000. So that's a huge savings, right? See, unfortunately, we don't get this. We don't understand it because we never learned it. So it takes a lot of research. It takes a lot of time to understand, you know, this stuff, okay? So taxes is the #1 problem, okay? Then inflation. It's crazy, right? This is inflation now. Inflation goes up year after year after year after year after year after year after year. So that means if you're not getting a raise year after year after year after year after year, you're making less and less and less money. Why? Let me explain. All right? Why? Taxes go up. Remember we said taxes is your biggest expense, but taxes is also a part of inflation. Taxes go up, rent goes up, cell phone bill goes up, the baby daycare goes up, milk goes up, rent goes up, right? Gas goes up, airline tickets goes up, mortgage goes up, interest rates go up. Everything goes up, but American workers' paycheck. Majority of Americans that work, they paycheck don't go up every year. They don't get a cost of living adjustment every year. Inflation goes up 3% consistently. For the last 30 years, 40 years, it's been going up. So if you've been at a job and you're making 50,000, but then you've been working at that job making 50,000 for the last, let's say, 10 years, guess what? You have less money now than when you first started, because inflation done ate out your money. Okay, so this is why you can't save money in the bank. This is why I talk about buying Bitcoin. This is why I talk about investing in courses. This is why I talk about getting into real estate. This is why I talk about stocks. Okay, because if you have your money in the bank, the buying power is lowering every year. So think about it. If you got 10 grand in the bank right now and you're not investing it in yourself, you're not investing it in the business, you're not investing it in courses or mentors, you're not investing it in any books, you're not investing it in any real estate or stocks, the buying power of $10,000 now becomes 9,000, 8,000, 7,000, 6,000 every single year. Okay, year on year, because of inflation. So this is why Robert Kiyosaki says savers are losers. This is exactly why Robert Kiyosaki says savers are losers. Because if you're trying to save money and inflation continues to go up, the bank is not paying you a 3% interest rate every single year on your money. The bank is paying you 0.05% on your money if you have a savings account. So it doesn't make sense to save your money. Okay? The feds are printing money at the speed of light. America is in $22 trillion in debt. Student loan debt is trillions and trillions of dollars. And you thinking that you can save your way to retirement or save your way to wealth? Your wealth is going down year by year, 3%. Your buying power is going down by 3% every year. So if you only have one income, this is why I talk about having multiple income streams. Okay? That's why I'm a coach. I have a business, a coaching consulting business. I have a multi-level marketing business, and I have an affiliate marketing business, and I have an e-commerce business, and I have a real estate business. Okay? So when you have multiple income streams coming in, you can afford to stay ahead of inflation. You can afford to lower your tax bill. You can afford to stay ahead. Okay? When you have income coming in. Okay? So if you got money in the bank, it would be wise for you to invest it in a vehicle that's bringing you in at least 3 to 5% every single year. Okay? So if you're not in my Black Wealth class, I have a Black Wealth class where I go over different investment types, different ways for you to change your relationship and your mind around money. Because what I find is that there's so many people that have money, but they're scared to spend it. They're scared to invest it, but they don't realize that they're losing the buying power year after year after year. So when they do decide to do something with it, they can't do too much because the buying power, right, of that money, guys, has started to deplete. Okay, so we got to get wise, guys, about money. Okay, go to blackwealth101.net. I teach you about different investments that you can get into, things that I'm doing. You know, how you can get into Bitcoin, how all this paper dollars is about to cease, and we're about to go to digital currency, and Bitcoin is going to be the king, right? So I'm teaching different things, about investment. So taxes and inflation. These are the two main things that are keeping Americans broke. Here's another thing that's keeping Americans broke. Big businesses. Big businesses is keeping people broke. What do you mean, Tanisha? New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, Valentine's Day, Easter, 4th of July, what's the next one? Memorial Weekend, Labor Day, what's the next one? Back to school, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween, anniversaries, birthdays. All of these, okay, retirement, okay? All of these big businesses put out Valentine stuff. They put out 4th of July stuff. They put out Thanksgiving stuff. They put out Christmas stuff. They put out New Year's Eve stuff, New Year's stuff. All these big businesses put out all of these things. And these people, everybody, is buying into all of these things. So, taxes is killing you. Inflation is killing you. And every time you turn around, there's something to buy. There's a birthday to buy something for, right? There's an anniversary, right? There's a retirement party. There's, you got to get fireworks. You got to get, barbecue food, right? All of this stuff, right? So big businesses, okay, big businesses is also keeping Americans broke. Think about it for yourself. When your kid's birthday come, what do? Oh, let's go out to eat. Oh, let me buy you this. Oh, let me buy you that. Oh, let's go here. Let's do that. When your anniversary comes, what do? Oh, we're going to go here. Oh, we're going to go there. Oh, we're going to go there. Oh, we're going to go there. Right? The 4th of July come. Oh, let's get fireworks. Oh, let's go to barbecue. Oh, let's go here. Let's go there. Right? New Year's Eve. Oh, let's buy the hat. Let's buy the liquor. Let's buy this. Let's buy that. Right? Valentine's. Oh, let me take my boo to this restaurant. Let me buy him this. Let me buy her that. Christmas time. Oh, I gotta buy my mom this. I gotta buy my grandmother this. I gotta buy my aunt this. I gotta buy my kid. Thanksgiving. Oh, I gotta go to the supermarket. I gotta buy all this food. Halloween. Oh, let's go to Party City and get a Halloween costume. Oh, let's go get some candy from Walgreens. Buying, 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 buying. That's all Americans do. Buy, 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 buy. So, taxes is eating your money. Inflation, okay, is chewing up your money. Big businesses is swallowing up your money. How can one stay ahead or get ahead when taxes, big business, and inflation is eating, chewing up, and swallowing all of your money? You can't get ahead. You can't get ahead, right? Especially not with one income, right? Now, if you got about 3, 4, 5, 6 incomes, then that's different, right? But if you have one income, taxes, inflation, and big business is swallowing and eating up and chewing up your money. Okay? So these are the things, okay, that are keeping Americans broke. Okay? My econ, July 20th is the last day to get in for $20. Okay? We're showing you how to increase your credit score. I'm sure if you're on my team, I'm showing you how to access lines of credit. Right? We show you how to lower your taxes, right, on your W-4, and we show you how to increase your income. Okay? So it's a business. It's a multi-level marketing business, right? Yes, you got to recruit people. You got to tell people about it, right? But that's another income stream for you. So you can join my econ, lower your taxes immediately, right? Then change your W-4. Once you change your W-4, now that increases your income. And now as you recruit people, right, you're going to make money from everybody that you recruit. And then everybody pays $35 a month. And then you're going to make anywhere from $2 to $8 a month on all the people that you enroll, and you also help them do the same thing. So some people may say, oh, I don't want to recruit. I don't want to do this. Then stay broke. Stay letting the big business, stay letting the big business, the taxes, okay, and inflation eat, swallow up, and chew up your money. See, the thing is, we got to learn new skills in the new century. We got to learn new things, guys, right? See, social media is lovely, okay? Yeah, it's a curse, and it's also bad. It's also good. But social media is teaching us more about Black history. It's teaching us more about getting money. It's teaching us more about multiple streams of income. It's teaching us more about real estate. It's teaching us more about commodities. It's teaching us more about the banking system. Social media free. So you don't have to go to college to learn about money, right? Well, college don't even teach it. You don't have to go to college to learn about inflation. You don't have to go to college to learn about real estate. You don't have to go to college to learn about business. You could just go on YouTube or take a class online. Okay? So all of these things, guys, is eating up, chewing up, and swallowing up your money. So if you try to save, you can't, because now, guess what? Here's one more thing. One more thing that's eating up and keeping Americans broke. Debt. Bad debt. Okay? Now, you try to save up. Now a bill comes. Now you got to pay this bill. Rent's due. This is due. The card note is due. This is due. The insurance is due. Now you need food for the house. Now you need this. Now you need that. It's like, God damn. People robbing Peter to pay Paul. People up to here in credit card debt. People are up to here, in student loan debt. Americans can't get ahead, right? Americans can't get ahead that way, man. I'm telling you. And guess what? The American government knows this. They know that Americans cannot get ahead. And they're playing on Americans. And Americans are allowing the government to do this, guys. I'm telling you, we got to wake up for ourselves. The government, they don't care about Americans or everybody trying to come over here from other countries. But America don't even give a fuck about their people. Okay? They will see their people starve. They will see the kids starve. They don't care. So we got to care enough. Your job don't give a fuck about you either. So we got to care enough. You got to care enough to say, you know what? She's right. Right? I need me a business. Right? My job ain't gonna cut it. I need to fix my credit so I can access money. Rich people have high credit limits and they keep their balances low. High credit limits with low balances. So what they're doing is they're using other people's money. See, I didn't learn about credit till about 2 years ago, honestly. I didn't know nothing about this, for real. Using other people's money. Now, I've heard it over and over, but for me to actually do it, I never did it. Right? Until now. Now I got access. I have lines of credit where I can use it for my business and do what I need to do for my business and go wherever I need to go for my business. Right? I'm using other people's money. Right? My goal is to have unlimited credit and have low balances. Right? Keep high balances. Right? Keep high credit limits, but my balance is low. So if you got $1 million, right, and it's under 30%, which is $300,000, so you can keep under $300,000. You got $10,000, that means you can keep your balance under $3,000 and still have a great credit score. See, this is shit that we didn't learn, man. This is stuff I teach in my Black Wealth class, right? So again, having multiple income streams. 1 is not enough, 2 is not enough. 3 is okay, but you need passive money coming in, right? So I have different businesses coming from different things. I sell different products to different people, okay? So that I can have different money coming in, right? I'm only 36, right? So I have time. I told my teammates, I told some of my students and my clients, I said, listen, we got until the age 50. If you starting to build a business, we got until the age 50. So that means you have time to build your business. You have time to build yourself. You have time to build your legacy. You got time to build your wealth. You have time to do it. Now, if you're over 50, right? I'm not saying you don't have time because we're living longer, but after 50, you're not as sharp. You don't have as much energy, and you already set in your ways by age 50. So at 50, you're not open-minded. At 50, right, you already, up to here in bills. You're already disgusted with life. A lot of people that's over 50, they're already upset with life. They're already disgusted with life. They're already set in their ways. They're already depressed. They on all these type of medications already by the time you're 50, right? So the millennials, we have the advantage right now, guys, to literally change our bloodline. My coach said, I am the ambassador of my bloodline to break generational curses. I am the ambassador of my bloodline to break generational curses. are you, right? So this is why, guys, Americans are broke. And they will continue to be broke if they never wake up to multiple streams of income, having income coming in, passive income, and having a business that can lower your taxable income, okay, and allow you to have deductions. So you can't write your car off at your job. You can't write your house off at your job. You cannot write off your gas at your job. But if you have a business, you can write it off. You can't write off your plane ticket going, at your job. But if you have a business, you can write this stuff off. Like I said, my econ right now is $20. Okay, it's $20. You got about 5 more days to get in for $20. After that, it's going back to $100. And still, $100 is not even, a lot of money to start a business. Okay? But we're allowing people to get in for $20. Okay? For the next 5 days. Okay? It's a summer special. After that, it's going back to $100. Okay? It's still good. So you can either pay me $20 or pay me $100. Either way, you need to get yourself involved with something that's going to allow you to beat inflation, beat taxes, and beat big businesses, okay? And keep your debt balances low. So hopefully, I was able to help you guys understand why you're broke. So you may have thought to yourself, well, damn, why I'm always broke? Why I don't never had no fucking money? Why I'm never, I'm always telling my kids I gotta wait. They gotta wait for money, or they gotta wait for this, they gotta wait for that. Now, this video is only for the people that's working. I'm not talking about the people who's already retired, or the people who's on Social Security, or people who's on welfare, because you depend on the government anyway, right? So you can't get ahead depending on the government. You can't get ahead depending on nobody anyway. So I'm talking to the people that may have options, right? I learned that 50% of Americans want more. And I learned 50% of Americans don't want more, right? So there's half of the people that want more and they're going to do something about it. And there's the other half of the people who don't want more. They're happy at their job and they just want to die working at their job. So again, you got to say, which one are you? Which one are you? Okay, so this is why, guys, Americans are broke. This is exactly why Americans are broke. Okay, inflation, taxes, and big businesses is killing your wealth. So if you're not willing to sacrifice any time, if you're not willing to sacrifice any money to beat taxes, inflation, and big business, you will die working at the job you hate, and then you don't have anything built up to pass down to your children. And here's a tip: if you have life insurance at your job, you need to get your own life insurance, because what happens, your job, right, will be the beneficiaries when you leave that job. Okay, you need to have your own life insurance, and if you can get a life insurance policy early enough, it can be cheaper. You can get a term life for 20, 30 years for like $50, $60. Now, you may not die in that time, but okay, so what? But what if you do? All right, so here's the thing, guys. We never know when we're going to die. We don't know how we're going to die. But guess what? You want to be protected. And you don't want to have your job depend on your job on a life insurance when they could end up being the beneficiary and your kids is stuck with all your bills. Your kids going to hate you for dying. So again, taxes, inflation, and big businesses, guys, are the 3 things that's eating up, chewing up, and swallowing up your money. And debt just depletes your money. So this is why, guys, American is broke. So go to joinTanishaMarie.com, get yourself involved, right, with a business that can help you beat this inflation and big business and taxes. Okay, and if you want to learn about more investments, we also teach it in my econ, but I also personally teach certain things about investments. Okay, so go to blackwealth101.net. Okay, guys, so this is why Americans are broke, and they will continue to stay broke if they don't wake up. Okay, well, have a good day, guys. See you soon.